All right, thank you. Many of those diet resolutions have already fallen by the wayside for people who took an all or nothing approach. So how about some advice from a lifestyle coach who's here to help make her clients healthy by making changes to turn them into long-term habits? Lydia Winty is here with some recipe makeovers so you can still enjoy the foods you love. And right there is a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. We've got that and one other idea for you today. And again, the key on this is making subtle changes that you can do all year long and not necessarily these short-term diets.
That's right. It's really about what you do, not, well, I'm going to do this today, but like, this is kind of how I cook now, right? And you can save yourself a lot of carbohydrates and calories and feel a lot better. It's amazing for long-term health. So,
all right, so get us started on this recipe.
So this recipe is going to start out looking like maybe a regular recipe. We've got, you know, what you would expect from cookies. We've got our baking powder, baking soda, salt, you know, just kind of these basic things here that we're just going to dump in a food processor. It's a very, very simple thing to do. But then we're going to start kind of the secret ingredients that we're adding
so
here.
Here come the changes. Don't tell the kids about these changes, okay?
And the kids might actually not know. I know that my little girl just loves these. These are cookies for her. So what we're going to do first is we're going to swap out the flour. Regular white flour, very refined, lots of carbohydrates, really promotes fat storage. So what we're going to do to switch it up is we're going to put in just a few oats to hold this together. You can just blend up just old-fashioned oats, just put them in the processor, and then probably our biggest reveal for now.
All right, this is one.
Garbanzo beans. So garbanzo
so you're gonna tell
beans.
me you're gonna feed your child eats garbanzo beans.
She loves it.
And she loves it. All right.
We call them garbanzo cookies. So we're just gonna pour these right in here. And for pretty much any baking recipe that calls for flour, you can just swap in a can of garbanzo beans.
Is it one for one, like 1 cup of flour for 1 can of that?
It kind of depends. I would find a recipe that is a healthy version, so you kind of know the measurements, but it's usually a can of garbanzo beans. Now the next thing we're going to do is vegetable oil is not a super healthy choice, so we're going to swap in the vegetable oil with some natural peanut butter, which peanut butter is delicious. That's not a big sacrifice here. So we're putting in our natural peanut butter.
All right.
And something else that you can sub for oil to make a healthier recipe is a banana. So instead of oil, you could put applesauce, you could put a banana. Since we're going for kind of a peanut butter, banana, chocolate chip thing here, we're just gonna stick in a whole banana to this recipe.
Wow.
Like so. And then we're gonna sweeten it up a little bit with a great sugar alternative, which is stevia, just a natural sweetener, but without the calories and the carbohydrates. So, just gonna dump all this in here. And we have some prepared dough from earlier. So you just process all this together. If your batter gets a little sticky, just put a little bit of almond milk in there, and it can help that.
So we've put this in the processor, and that's what it's going to look like.
Ta-da, there's our cookie dough. And we're just going to stir in the chocolate chips.
Okay.
Those are the only things that you don't just process all together with that.
Good old-fashioned chocolate chips, right?
Yes. The only source of sugar, if you want to really go sugar-free, what you can do is you can mix in raisins, you can mix in nuts, but if you want to have something super enjoyable that's a lot healthier, chocolate chips really make a cookie amazing, and you can make a lot of other healthy changes.
Use some elbow grease to get all this in here, right?
You're doing a great job. And then you just stick them on the cookie tray, put them in the oven for about 30 minutes, and at 350 degrees.
Right. As I put these on here, tell me about the mashed potatoes.
Yes, so these are mashed potatoes. It's actually mashed cauliflower. So what you're going to do is just, boil or steam the cauliflower and mash it up just like you would a potato. What some people don't realize is potatoes are not a vegetable. Potatoes are a starch. They have a lot of additional carbohydrates. So if you can swap out a potato for something like a healthy vegetable, cauliflower, and just put in all the regular stuff you would, you have a much healthier version.
All right, great information on this is on your website. You'll find both of these recipes online in the Talk of the Town section at newschannel5.com. Look for recipe number 5471. You'll also find the recipes there and free videos and other helpful tips on her website, lydiawinty.com. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Leland.